Okay, I don't know if I'm doing that much good or not, but I do know that this side is really white. Look at this stuff. You can literally rub it off with your finger. So I'm going to do kind of something similar over here. I'm going to take this stuff I've mixed up. You have to mix that 50-50 with water. I'm going to take that and get on the other side. We'll give the other side a bit of that, and we'll see what we think when they're done. Well, there must be something good in this stuff because it's eating the paint off that plastic bag. Plus I got some on my arm and it's kind of burning, so it must have some kind of acid in it. So I'm going to let it sit for a minute or two and then rinse it off. Let that sit for a pretty good while. So let's rinse it off. See what we think. I think while I let that dry, I'm going to move that spare tire. Somebody mentioned that if you backed it over a hump, you might wind up dragging your tire. I thought, that makes sense to me. I can change that. Well, I will say that this is better than it was, but it's not perfect. And my neighbor came over, he works in the boat yard, and we were talking about it, and he said really, about the only way to get that to look really good is to buff it and he said about half a year later it would fade again. And you know what, I'm just not that into it. I did move my spare tire. Somebody made the comment that I would probably drag it if I drove the boat over a hump. I thought, yeah, that makes sense. So I rearranged it, but I'm gonna call that good enough as far as the boat washing attempt. You can see there's some of that, still some stuff here, but it is what it is. And I'm going to get back to, this is the kind of weekend, we saw some blue sky for about a second. We went, woohoo, maybe we can do something, and then it clouded up again. So I'm just going to get back to grinding this box. I figure I'll grind it till my hands go numb, and then maybe get the lawnmower out and cut the grass, and then come back and grind it some more. If I could get this done, stripped today, and spray a coat of paint on it, I would be happy with that. Because I'd love to let it dry and then get Stan the man to letter it for me. That would be mighty fine, mighty fine.